Wannabes will be replaced by celebrities in a massive overhaul of Simon Cowell's reality show. Public auditions for the ITV show have been axed after 15 years, with staff struggling to find fresh talent to follow in the footsteps of superstars such as One Direction. The decision comes after ratings nosedived last year and viewers switched off in their droves. Show staff have been struggling to find fresh talent across Britain and have been increasingly using wannabes with previous claims to fame in recent years. Now they're going one step further, calling on household names to save the show, ending the era where unknowns were plucked from obscurity and made into superstars. Celebrities, like soap and reality stars, who have always had an ambition to sing but are not known for their voices, will be targeted by producers. And there will also be a champions section in the show where past X Factor contestants from around the globe will appear. The decision for a major revamp came after 3 months of intense back and forth between Cowell's firm Sicko and worried ITV bosses. The intention is to bring the classic format back in 2020, and there is talk of extending the show's run until 2022. A dozen production staff were made redundant yesterday as part of the sweeping changes, a show insider told the Daily Star. The decision has been made to drop X Factor in its current form. It has been 100% axed. The show is done. It's being replaced by a show that'll only be for celebrities. Members of the public won't get to take part, so viewers won't see new talent being discovered anymore. It's the end of an era. Plans for this year's series have been scrapped just a few months before auditions for the public were due to kick off. The decision to drop the show as we know it was made on Tuesday after a string of heated meetings between executives. Simon is still trying to convince ITV bosses this is the right way forward. He's convinced celebrities can boost the show back to glory after the recent success of America's Got Talent, The Champions, where past faces from the AGT stable battled it out to become overall winner. He's also potentially looking at doing a Britain's Got Talent, The Champions series, and if both new formats work with the public, doing more series in future separate to the core, original shows. A dozen production staff were made redundant yesterday as part of the sweeping changes. They had a host of auditions planned across Britain, but those are now effectively axed as the hunt turns to famous faces to fill the void. Our insider said, the casting team and everyone working on pre-production were told they weren't needed anymore. It came as a massive shock to everyone. They had been working really hard to find talented acts for the next series, and all of a sudden they find out it won't be happening. At its peak in 2010, X Factor was telly's biggest show with 19 million viewers. It has boasted big-name judges including Gary Barlow, Kelly Rowland, and Sharon Osbourne. But last autumn it hit an all-time low when viewing figures dropped below 4 million. The singing contest has failed to compete with BBC rival Strictly on Saturday and Sunday nights. It has also struggled to discover stars during recent series. Years ago it turned One Direction into the world's biggest band, and it also found Leona Lewis, JLS, Ali Murs and Little Mix. But since 2012 none of its acts have gone on to achieve long-term chart success. Crisis talks were being held last night over how a celebrity version will work. A source said, ITV bosses are keen to have something on air for the remaining time on the contract. A celebrity version is likely to be a ratings hit.